The very powerful Legacy Wizard Tony Scaponi is back with another donation deck list. Let's take another look at Legacy PO. This time, everybody's favorite vintage card, Coveted Jewel. Welcome back, Eternal Gamers, to a special Legacy edition of I Am Actually Level 1 content. I have a donation deck list here from the Tony Scaponi himself. Everyone's favorite vintage deck has made its way to Legacy. Coveted Jewel PO, no shops in this one, I can't escape, is getting played in Legacy. And Tony's been working on a deck list. I know a friend of the channel, Chess Knight, has been working on a deck list. And so this is what Tony has sent me for the One Ring Coveted Jewel style deck in Legacy. So I'm seeing rings. I'm seeing almost 4 jewels. Looks like 3 jewels and a Mightstone instead. What other kind of... Oh, there's a Paradox Engine. I do like that one with the ring and jewel. And it makes a lot of sense, especially when you have 4 transmute artifact. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't know this was legal in Legacy, but I guess it is. And we got 4 of them. So nice way to turn rings and jewels into rings and jewels and engines. We do have a blue count for Force of Will. Let's take a quick peek at the numbers and see how happy or sad I will be. We've got 18. 18 is not a very high number. But as you know from Vintage, these decks do operate fine on a low blue count for Force. And this one's even higher than the blue count in Vintage, where it's probably more important. We've got a pile of Grim Monoliths, Basalt Monoliths, a couple keys to help us accelerate using our City of Traders Ancient Tomb mana base. No Mishra's Workshop. And then we have a pile of different fake Moxen with Mox Opal, Chrome Mox, and Lotus Petal. Makes sense. We got a bunch of Lotus Petals when we have a bunch of Transmute artifacts. I don't know how often we will be casting Paradoxical Outcome, but maybe it's possible with Grim Monolith and some Mox Opals. Only 1 Metamorph. That's interesting. In Vintage, Metamorph is pretty key. But here we've got some Sea Gates to up the blue count and some Lorien Reveal. Okay, sweet. So we have some Lorien Reveals that'll up the blue count for Force of Will. Find us some basic islands. Maybe you can even cast them. So yeah, I'm interested. It looks like Tony has adopted kind of the Vintage sideboard pivot of pivoting into Wormcoil engines post-board. This can really beat Null Rod effects. We'll see if that's good. And it looks like we have some anti-combo magic with Force of Negation. So yeah, if you know my stance on Vintage Coveted Jewel, it's that I don't typically stream it. And the reason is because it makes for very few decisions and a lot of non-games. One of the only videos I've ever scrapped was a Vintage Jewel video that was a prelim, and the prelim that was 4 rounds had less than 30 minutes of gameplay. Legacy, I don't know if that will be the case. This is going to be my first league of this deck in Legacy, and so maybe the games will be pretty interesting. They'll be more interactive, or maybe we're going to run over the opponent with some nice ring jewel gameplay. Find out in round 1. Are you interested in weekly vintage metagame recommendations? Do you want to see your deck list played on my channel? Or maybe you are just looking for the best way to support my vintage content? Make sure you check out the Patreon link in the description below. Let's battle. All right, welcome to round 1 of this Legacy League. I don't know all the heuristics for this deck. I'm just going to do my best with my intelligence and Magic the Gathering acumen. So there's a word. I played a lot of Magic, so we can probably figure it out. Like this hand has 3 Mox Opals and can't turn any of them on. So we mulligan. Very, very simple, very easy. Mulligan. What do we got? Ooh, we got some cities, but nothing to do with our cities. Do you keep this hand on the back of Urza's Saga? Question mark. That's an interesting question. I don't know how consistent our deck is. Vintage, you always are like looking to mulligan to like a turn 1 ring or turn 1 jewel. Legacy, that probably isn't the case as much. On the play, maybe we could play this hand on the back of Saga. I feel like we could mulligan another time, though. Let's try to get something more powerful. So if I put back a transmute artifact, and I keep a Ancient Tomb, Petal, Opal. That gives me 5 mana. Transmute Artifact for a ring costs 6 mana. I guess we're going to keep this hand and try to get there. You want me to put back City and Opal? Why? What convinces you to say that? Ah, okay. Nothing. Okay. Done. All right. Opponent, do your worst. If we hit another land drop, we can get a ring. Oh. Uh-oh. That looks like a combo deck to me. Oh, wait a second. That might just do it right now, right? So, Ancient Tomb, Grim Monolith, Petal, Opal. 3, 4, 5, 6 mana off of 2 mana gives us a Jewel. Correct. 2 mana for this. 4 extra mana can turn this into a Jewel. Is that better than a ring? Question mark. I don't exactly know what kind of combo deck my opponent is on. But a Crystal Vein deck is not typically a deck that's going to attack. So I'm thinking... Jewel. I'm not very confident in this, though. Not confident, but we're going to try Jewel. All right, well, we didn't hit anything off this. Not good. Maybe it was a ring. Am I getting Karned? Karn would be bad. Karn would be worse if I played a ring, though, right? Not much we can really do about it. Kind of is what it is. Looks like we're going to be mostly 2 ships passing in the night. But they have Karn, which is really good in the mirror, but we have Force in the mirror. So, like, who's the real winner? I think it's the Karn player. So, yeah, I guess we lose. What do we have in our deck? They stand up and steal the ring next turn. All right, so I guess we just lose. I don't think my choice of ring versus jewel would have mattered in this game. So I guess my opponent's probably on like Karn Forge, right? So we'll have some forces and negations post-board, which will be really nice. I got an engine. I guess they tapped their monolith, so the game isn't over. Let me just see a little bit more of my opponent's deck before we concede, I guess. What deck would I bring to a vintage vet full of blue-black Luris? I would bring Oath of Druids, which is part of the reasons why I brought Oath of Druids to Eternal Weekend. Oath of Druids is incredibly strong against blue-black Luris specifically, because blue-black Luris does not have the tools to really combat the deck. Man, Mystic Forge, Karn Forge, and Legacy is always really interesting for me to see. I'm surprised it's not more broken than it is, because this deck was the best tier 0 S tier deck in Vintage for like a month or 2 before they banned it. They had to restrict Karn and Mystic Forge. I drew PO, but I can't make a blue mana, so we concede. All right, so I'm thinking post board here. We just want these negations. Let me go find a list so I know what I'm working against here. See, Legacy. God, it's not even in the top like 12 most played decks. Mystic Forge combo. 4 Karn, 4 Defense Grid, 4 Ring, Mystic Forge's engines. Oh, wow. They're just like super all in. Crazy. Probably bring in Needle then. Probably want Chain for Karn. And then that's probably it. The cards that we're going to take out, Mightstone, Weakstone, probably. Maybe we can trim. Probably don't even need Emrakul. I guess theoretically this can actually kill a Karn. So maybe we can play that too. So like what cards can we realistically trim? Because I assume we want all of these cards. Monoliths, maybe? Opal. Cards that are bad against... I don't really want to take out PO because I don't want to take out blue cards for force, right? What if we like trimmed opals and chrome boxes and stuff? Like, seems like that would make sense to me. I'm just gonna trim a couple of each of these mana producing artifacts. I don't really feel like I need an Emrakul to win the game. Like simply passing with a bunch of counter magic will win the game every time, right? I definitely don't feel like I need a Mightstone, so let's try this. Something like that's probably close enough. Opal was better than Chrome. Maybe? This has a force, and it has nothing else. Is that like enough to keep in the matchup? Probably still like need a ring or something, right? Like it's not like they, I mean, they can have like defense grids and stuff as well. Yeah, but like you're the control deck in this matchup, right? You're the deck with 7 forces. You're playing against Karns. Like, I don't know. If I had a Saga, I would probably keep this hand. But without a Saga, it truly does nothing, right? I guess my opponent could play a Mystic Forge and we could copy it, or a ring and we could copy it, but like we can't really let a ring resolve, right? We can really only let a forge resolve. I'm gonna try it. I think that we're the control deck in the matchup, so I feel like it just makes sense to try this. I don't think you can let the ring resolve. Maybe you can. I would definitely let forge resolve, and I would definitely counter Karn, and then I guess I do have a key, and we are a force deck. Yeah, that's a reasonable argument. I don't know. This feels like a keep to me in specifically in regards to the matchup, not really in regards to. Definitely want to make sure I have 3 mana because I think I'm going to let a defense grid resolve. Because I should be able to pay through it. All right. Well, time to find out what they got. Is it a ring? No, it's a Karn. All right. So I kept my turn 1 force for their Karn, and I forced their Karn. No, I would never counter the key there. Doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, but we don't have anything else. So if my opponent has like a second Karn, like the card we're countering is Karn, and everything else is like we're not countering. All right, well, they're out of threats, and we have no threats. So kind of a stalemate, except they have a ton more artifacts than we do. Yeah, multiple Karns. Weird format for sure. They drew a Saga before we did, and their creatures are going to be larger than ours. Can we draw a ring? please. I think we're like very much going to lose this game. I could just bounce this Saga to buy me a turn, or I could try to kill the constructs. I could let a construct resolve, copy a construct, and bounce a construct. Oh, I don't think time walking with a Otawara is worth it. I need a ring. Any rings? Okay. Might win. All right, so all the Grim Monoliths are +1 mana. I have an active key. I would like to end this turn with the ability to Otawara a construct so we don't lose the jewels if we fizzle. Grim Monolith is +1 mana, so there's no real reason not to just go Monolith, play this for life. We could always chain our own jewel if we needed to. PO. I feel like that's got to be winning, right? We should probably get another jewel. Well, I did cut the Emrakul though, right? So I have to like build up a board so that I can win on the next turn or something. Wait, how do I win? Maybe I'm not allowed to cut the Emrakul? Is this what we're learning? I don't think we have anything. I think Emrakul was my one win condition. Yeah, but our Saga, like... yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just didn't think it mattered because my opponent's deck, like, I think this still wins. Like, we're going to just draw a million cards, pass the turn with a bounce spell and infinite counter magic. Like, we're going to win. It's just gonna take a little longer. I think we're just supposed to get another jewel, actually. Oh yeah, this is super winning. They probably will just concede. If you just board out your win conditions, if you take enough game actions, your opponent might just concede, right? Concede, concede, concede. Don't make me play it out. Well, I still don't think it matters. I didn't hit a Saga, though. I kind of want a Saga. I need a Saga, right? So I can actually, like, make some creatures here. I didn't draw any Sagas, by the way. I mean, I can just play a ring on every turn for the rest of the game. It doesn't actually matter. I don't think I want a PO right now. I think I'll just pass and I'll just discard some cards. I guess they could bring in like a needle off of this thing, but it doesn't even matter. All right, so just I'm not allowed to cut the Emrakul. Noted. I learned my mistake. Land. Blue card. I don't even need a jewel at this point. How do I cut enough cards here? PO? I don't know. I want to be able to like go protection every turn too. Maybe it doesn't matter either. All right. I trimmed a bunch of rings. I kept a bunch of blue cards and whatever. They're not even making a construct? But why? Soul Guide Lantern? Sure. You got it. I mean, like the thing is, we're gonna win this game. It's just gonna take longer than it would normally. But it is a consequence of my actions. They can't win the game this turn. I have 2 forces. It's doomed for them. All right, they decided that's enough. See? Well, they know I have like my best 7. Like I drew 30 cards. All right, I'll bring the stupid Emrakul back in. It's fine. It's fine. Just got this other Chrome locked out of here. All right, this hand has a negation, so we keep. I guess theoretically, if they lead defense grid, we have problems. But I just think you have to mulligan to a force in this matchup, right? Kind of, that's how it feels to me. Oh yeah, I'm not upset about this hand. It seems fine. I just think there are ways this hand is like could be bad. Sure. Saga Gaming. Oh, really? Again, I just don't think I'm supposed to counter anything that's not Karn. It's a lot of mana. Still only 1 4-drop this turn. Maybe I'm supposed to pitch Seagate instead of PO. Doesn't feel like I'm POing, but well, I don't have a second force, so if my opponent has a second card that matters, we do have problems. I'm making a construct now. Am I making a construct? I don't think so. Just getting Soul Guide to draw a card every time, I guess. Second Saga. All right. Well, we got a ring coming, right? I guess this still can play a Karn. That's crazy. Maybe we just lose. Maybe. Oh, they're drawing a card. That's a good sign. This can still play a Karn. I feel like a construct doesn't do anything at this point. I actually have to get a pedal because I don't have enough artifacts. Interesting. Ooh. I guess maybe I could have made a Karn token. Sorry, construct. So if I leave 2, I can PO after, so there's no reason not to get a Jewel here. Well, these Jewels have been shit. Let me tell you. These Jewels have been complete and utter garbage. Am I winning this game? Pretty sure I'm dying to constructs in this game. Doesn't look good. We are, in fact, pretty close to dead on board. Yeah. Think we're dead. Oh, boy. We can draw a ring. Jewel did nothing and we died? Yeah, all of our jewels have done nothing and then died. I mean, I cut a lot of the mana base of the deck, right? So that probably doesn't help. Transmuting for a ring doesn't let me cast it, though. So it's not like I would have gotten the trigger. I don't know. All I know is my fail rate is extremely high so far. I'll tell you that much. All right, let's try this again. I've got what I feel like I'm not drawing the good hands. I feel like the good hands are turn 1 ring. Well, how many? Have I even cast any rings in this tournament? Come on. Turn 2 ring. What's this? Red Stompy? Goblins? I feel like I'm not even supposed to get an island here. Maybe I'm not even supposed to get an island, but getting an island makes sense. My opponent like blood moons me, right? Belcher? Is that a thing? No, doesn't all the red decks play this? All the red Stompy decks? Initiative. Opponent's done. They're out of it. All right, I'm so good at this game, chat. Woo. Man, I am unlocked. I'm here. I feel like I should bring in Dismembers. And like a Chain of Vapor. What do I take out though? One Chrome Box. Yeah, Hydrobass looks pretty good too. One Chrome Mox. I mean, we don't know what it is. Hmm. Goblins doesn't play that land? I see. All right, well, am I allowed to trim like this many, like, I'm probably not allowed to trim like this many, Moxen from my deck. don't know. Sure. Why not? City of Traders. Null Rod. I see. That's a problem. No. We have Otawara, the Soaring City. And we're only one land away from... We're only 2 lands... We're only 3 lands away from casting it. The fuck is this? Oh, this format is a clown format. Look, it's got things from the circus. Oh, we're dead. Well, I'm having fun. What is a worm coil engine going to do here, Mr. Chess Knight? I don't believe a worm coil is the solution to our problem. Win the game? What am I going to do? Cast it off Mishra's Workshop? Off the Grim Monolith that was null rotted? Oh, they did the right one, chat. I mean, it probably doesn't win-win. My opponent can simply play different lands and do different things, like... If I can hit a land, I can just play a ring this turn, though. So it's like, fine. I'm just going to blank their trap and win the game. It's fine. Still trying to give myself the out of a blue land, but I guess I just need to find like a Lorien or something. Oh, wait, this gets me no blue land. So I just have to hit a blue land. I can't actually use these anymore, so I actually can't do anything, right? So we just can't win anyways. All right, so let's just go next. Oh. All right. I mean, we're on the play. Shouldn't we, like, keep combo aspects on the play? But, like, we could bring in a bunch of negations. What are the worst matchups for Oath? True combo. Doomsday, Beseech, etc. I don't really understand how I'm supposed to play against this kind of deck. Am I supposed to, like, board it a bunch of, like, counter magic? It seems like kind of against the point. Yeah, but, like, why am I boarding out all my combo when I'm on the play? I definitely agree with having a Wormcoil and a Masticore, but, like, you just told me to board out all the combo chess. I don't know, man. I can't trust chess. Like, if we take out POs, we can't cast Force. Like, why do we have Force at all? What's the point? Like, this deck can't cast Force. So, like, why do we even have Forces at all? Like, we can just go the chess style. Bring in a bunch of Wormcoils. I don't really understand. How are you casting Wormcoil without Basalt Model? Like, we can do this. We can play Wormcoil control. Weak Stone and Power Stone kind of shit? I don't think so. What? Why? They're playing a creature-based attacking deck. I am not vibing with what people are saying here. I don't understand. All right, well, I'm taking out Chrome Box. No one can stop me. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm down to do things if they make sense. This deck's... It just doesn't do anything. My whole deck doesn't do anything. Like, you look at this hand and what like, do I mulligan? I have to mulligan this? Like, if I nothing happens. Nothing happens. The whole every hand, nothing does anything. Ah, this is the good stuff. One, two, three. Put this on the bottom. Put this on the bottom. Done. 3 mana. This is a good hand. I mean, we're just gonna get null rotted because I cut force from my deck. But like, this hand couldn't force back anyways, even if I had a force. So like, what's the point? Mind break trap. Opponent F6. Your deck is mono red. Let's play Magic. And City of Traders, no rod. You think we're gonna make it to Urza tokens this game? Red Elemental Blast. Haha! I boarded out all my forces, idiot. Oh, they hit 6 mana off their name sticker goblin. Do I have like 0 blue cards in my deck? I have Transmute Artifact. Double Fable. How is this a keep? How is this a keep? This does nothing. Know what else does nothing, chat? My deck. It does not look like a very good matchup. Yeah, but Chess, you wanted me to bring in Worm Coil Engine. You wanted me to cut Emrakul, the only way the deck wins. I think Chess and Tony should get in a boxing ring. Wait, no, that is not fair. That is also child abuse, Justin. You can't do that. Man, I sure do love Urza Saga. What a cool Magic card. I'm so happy that I got to play Urza Saga. What a good time. It would again. That card would have been so good if our opponent didn't play Magic. This deck is nonsense. I'm dead on board. I'm so off it, man. I'm so off it. I drew 6 extra cards in this game. No, more. Yeah, 6 extra cards in this game, and none of them did anything. All right, it's okay. Now I will draw better. Chat has told me my mistake was drawing badly, so I will draw better. Is this drawing better? No. This hand doesn't do anything. This hand doesn't have another mana source. This hand's also not keepable. I'll go to 5. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? I have to just keep this 5, right? And just like hope to draw out of it. What if I get wastelanded? Oh, I meant to put back basalt. Not. I meant to put back both POs. By the way, that's my fault. That one's my fault. That's on me. That one's on me. I meant to click both POs and I clicked basalt monolith. That's my fault. Personal tutor, Doomsday. The hand did get worse, but it's okay. I drew out of it. My opponent's gonna kill me next turn, right? Like, my opponent has a force of will, but they're also gonna kill me next turn, so they know they don't even have to counter it, right? Oh, they forced it. I feel like I have not been remotely in a position to win any of these matches. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, so let's think about sideboarding while we're dying. So, in this matchup, do we bring in Force of Negation because my opponent is a superior combo deck? That feels like that would be correct. And then nothing else. Does Doomsday play Nulron? That's my next question. I don't think we have a bunch of garbage, right? Like, we have a Might Stone to take out, and we have, I don't know, an island to take out. Trim somewhere. Just don't board out the Might Stone? Oh, God. What don't I know? We need an answer to Shieldred. Can't we just metamorph it or Lotawara it or force it? Like, do we need a Mightstone for that? I feel like we have answers to Shieldred. All right, so what do we trim it? It's in the title clip. Why we have to sit here and wait for 5 minutes for a Doomsday pile when we know we're gonna die? Why do we keep taking out blue cards when we're trying to cast Force? I don't understand. Like, do you expect to actually counter your opponent's spells? Like, we should be going up blue cards. I don't get it. All right, my opponent has made a pile. I could look through and try to figure out their pile. Why do they have rings? Chat, why do they have 3 1 ring in their deck? What is going on? Huh? Huh? They're going to Mordor. Yeah, but 19 blue cards is not a reliable number of blue cards to try to force a will my combo opponent. I've invested. You got me. All right. I mean, I trust Tony. Like, I still trust Tony. So I'll take out 2 POs and I just don't think this makes sense. If we're trying to like cast forces to beat our combo opponent, this is not the way. I kind of think these POs should just be like, I don't even know. How often are we even like casting PO for like reasonable amounts? And I'm not sure. It's not a vintage heuristic thing, not sure. This is a math thing. This is a math thing. It's not a vintage thing. 19 is not okay. Yeah, I mean, playing turn 1 ring is what we need to be doing. Agreed. My hands haven't very much cooperated with that idea. So this hand doesn't do anything until turn 3, right? So you mulligan it. Well, like, this is, like, you can go look. You can say, like, how often does having 19 blue cards and Force of Will result in you having a counter magic on what? You don't need it to be on turn 1 in Legacy. This is a keep? I don't know anything. Like, you probably don't need it on turn 1, so it's probably less important to have the math to do turn 1. But, like, you need it turn 2. So if you have 19 blue cards and 4 forces. What? It's like less than 50%. You got it. Top deck tutor. That card sucks. So what am I pitching to Force here? Transmute? Do I have an artifact? Why am I even playing this game, bro? It's just... My opponent took 2 cards, countered my Grim Monolith, and then just Doomsday killed me through force. Am I playing that bad? Be real with me. You can tell me. You can tell me the truth, chat. Is it me? You don't have to lie to me. You don't have to butter me up. You can tell me I don't understand the deck. I don't know how it works. I'm making fundamental heuristical errors. I am trying. I think I am allergic to the card Coveted Jewel. I'm too quick to mulligan? Really? Interesting. I just feel like none of our hands have done anything. Alright, so I can draw another force, I guess. That's not bad. I can cast a negation off this. Alright, so I have to counter the brainstorm, right? Like last time they did this, they street wraithed into a brainstorm and then played Cavern Merfolk. They just passed? Yeah, I don't know what's going on in this format. I don't. What is going on? Why did my opponent just Doomsday pass the turn, chat? Chat, what's happening? Am I supposed to cast Seagate Restoration? Like I can make 5 mana, 6 mana PO for 3. And or I could make 7 mana cast still PO, but it's hard to replay. Like POing my Chrome Mox. I feel like it's close, right? Is it not close? It feels like it's pretty close. Oh no, you're definitely POing for 3. So theoretically, I still can't pass the turn, right? Because my opponent can have like Cycler plus Cavern kill me. So I can play a new Jewel. Ring doesn't help us. We need to make it to 15 mana. Our cards don't make it to 15 mana, right? In any way. So theoretically, we could play a ring, draw a card, maybe untap ring and draw 2 cards. No, I don't have anywhere close. I mean, I guess that this manifold key is plus 1 mana. Or is it plus? Yeah, it costs 2 mana. Give me 1 mana. I can go 3 mana, 4 mana, 5 mana, 6 mana, 7 mana, 8 mana. So I can cast Seagate. Might be better than playing a ring. So this is 5 mana, 7 mana, 5 mana. So I need to play my land and my pedal to do this. Playing a land kind of sucks here because it means I can't play like a 2 mana land. But playing a Chrome is worse because it costs 2 cards, which costs us cards. Sure. So cast for Seagate Restoration, draw 7. I can transmute? I think we win now. So I can go Opal, Chrome Mox, transmute my Jewel into a Jewel. It's only +1 mana. I need to get this Paradox Engine out. I kind of needed the Paradox Engine to be in my deck, didn't I? What if I transmute a... No. I feel like the only thing I can do is transmute into a new Jewel, right? If that's the case. Transmute Jewel into my last Jewel. Draw 3 more. I have to draw a key. No, a monolith and key are both +1 mana, so I would have to draw like multiple Moxen plus or something. A new transmute, but I'm out of jewels, right? I have 4 mana. So I could transmute a key into a... No. Well, I could transmute a key into a key. Well, what's transmuting for Metamorph actually do for me, though? Like, I can't transmute a jewel into a Metamorph because I'm not doing anything, right? Yeah, but like, if I transmute a Coveted Jewel into a Metamorph, I can't do anything. I can go +1 mana and get us to 5 mana, but we still need another 0 drop. I mean, I have to transmute this jewel, right? What if I transmute a key into a key that simply gets all my mana back, right? Doesn't actually get me anywhere. All right, well, I will get a Grim Monolith, and I will turn this into a Mightstone, I guess. I keep losing mana every time I do this, though. I don't have another artifact. If I had another artifact, I could force... I can... So what if I force their spell and it doesn't actually help me, right? Shit. It's definitely better to Mightstone and draw 2 than it is and get 2 mana back. Oh, all right. Well, yeah, I don't think we're getting a. I don't think we're getting another turn. I also only have 1 force now too. Wait, what? Are they doing it with force backup? So I would have won this if I kept my negation. Wait, what? Oh, I guess we win. What did my opponent just do? What kind of pile did they possibly build? How is that a thing? Shieldred, Edge of Autumn, Shieldred. There's like 4 Orcish Bowmasters. Holy shit. What? That's a lot of Orcish Bowmasters, chat. They're cooking. Who let them cook? Should we bring in Dismember? Or is it too much? Like, we win by attack. Like, I guess if you get a ring, then Bowmaster doesn't matter. If my opponent has 2 Shieldreds and 4 Bowmasters, do we need to adjust our game plan? Question mark. I'm pretty sure we weren't supposed to win that game, but... Hmm... 4, 7, 9, 12, 16? 4, 7, 10, 6, 17, 19. I just don't know if, like, I really want to have Dismembers in my deck at all. Like, we have a Mightstone, Weakstone. I don't know. Like, I'm pretty scared about our combo potential in general. Like, I'm really, really scared of bricking. And... yeah, but, like, Chain is, like, not very good against Bowmaster. It's only really good against Shieldred, right? Chat, should I keep this hand? What did I do wrong, man? What did I do wrong? Like, I can't keep this hand either, right? Like, I'm just gonna die? I don't have a force. If I had a force, I could keep this hand. Like, what this I play a turn 2 ring? Like, is that enough? It doesn't feel like it's enough. They have a daze, their daze deck, right? We're keeping? Alright, we're keeping. What are we doing? I mean, we're bottoming Transmute and we're playing Ancient Tomb to play Ring, or like that's what we're doing, right? I guess we could bottom Saga if we don't feel like we're gonna win with Saga tokens, I guess. But like Saga is our game plan if we don't get countered, right? Like what is this Transmute doing? Nothing, right? I guess like yeah, this Transmute's not doing anything. I guess the Opal is also not doing anything. The Opal is really not doing anything, so that's fair. But like you're playing Ancient Tomb, right? Like you're not leading well now we're leading Saga because our opponent just is gonna take our 1 ring. Have you seen my hands? Are you telling me hand variance isn't high? like tell me I haven't had just nonsense. All right, so now we're playing Saga and we're going Saga gaming here. Is there any upside or downside to holding this Opal? I don't think so. I just can't play. I guess they know my hand now, so they can kill me through because I don't have a force. I just have to keep bad hands. What if I just like didn't play this deck then? What if I played Brainstorm? Then I don't have to keep any bad hands. So I have to draw force off the top. Or my opponent can just put a cavern in their deck. I don't know. Just get my ass kicked. I am truly and utterly getting my ass whooped. It's not close. It's been a beating. All right, force. Any force of will gamers? The jewels. Dem jewels. I did play against Turbo Karn, Null Rod, Mono Red Stompy, and Doomsday, so maybe not the best spread. Why don't they just like double? What is going on? Why don't they just double cycle kill me? I don't understand. Oh, they were force checking me? I don't understand. I just don't understand. So if I get a manifold key, can I kill them? Third, fourth. Make a construct. Did I cut all my chrome moxes? Yeah, I did. I'm trying to kill my opponent chess. They're at 5 life. I can make it unblockable 5/5. But I don't have enough. Third, fourth. Third, fourth. I don't have it. No, I need this thing to be a 5/5 chat. I mean, they're already at 1 card in library. I don't think Wraith matters. Now I think we need to try to win the game. So I get a Lotus Petal. I then have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, 6 mana, 7 mana. We just cast Jewel. I don't need to make a dude. No. No, I don't. Voltaic Key is better than Petal. I don't think a Voltaic Key is necessary. All right, this is just winning, right? My opponent gave me a lot of, oh no, it's not winning yet. Because I don't have 5 still, because I drew no artifacts, right? So I have to transmute. Key plus attack is not enough because it sacrifices and goes back down to 4, chat. But if I get a monolith, I don't have to sack my Petal. We don't need another jewel. I have lethal. I have lethal, chat. You don't have to ask. You don't have to figure it out anymore. I figured it out for you. All right. Well, my opponent gave me that one. I don't think we're supposed to win that one either. I'm pretty sure we were supposed to lose this match 3-0. All right. I'm back. I feel like this is a keep, right? Deck has lands, spells, forces. Mountain again. I mean, the deck list is in the same place it always is. Ancient Tomb. Name sticker goblin. All right, question, chap. I'm supposed to counter this, right? Because, like, if it makes 6 mana and they cast, like, 3 different spells, it's bad for me. But what am I pitching? The payoff, the problem is the payoff can be 3 different spells. So, like, can you really counter the payoff when you don't know what the payoff is going to be? Like, if the payoff is multiple spells, I don't know. That's not what it is at all, Zajad. That's not what it is at all. See what happens. They made 5 mana, so they can't cast the Muxus. All right, well, now we're back to what am I pitching? Just Lorien revealed? I was, like, kind of saving it for an island in case I got Blood Moon, but this worked out really well for me. I'm happy about how this went. All right, well, next turn I have a Jewel. And I still a Force. I mean, they're a deck with Cavern of Souls, too. Like, if they want, you know, like, I have to counter something. Rabble Boys. All right. Well, I didn't know if they were goblins or not. They could have just been, like, the other thing, right? They could have been the deck we played against the other round. Red Stompy. All right, chat. Every time I've cast Coveted Jewel, I bricked. Will I brick today? That's not a brick. I'm still picking up this Jewel, right? Question mark. Because if I don't pick up this Jewel, I could hit Transmute. Whereas right now I'm going to 1 mana. I'll have 2 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana. I mean, they steal if I do nothing else. But like I'm drawing 4 cards. I can draw Transmute. I can draw something else. Like, so that like, all right, let me explain it because. So, if I leave it in play, I have the upside of drawing and being able to play Transmute Artifact without having to replay Coveted Jewel. If I don't leave it in play, I draw, I mean, if I do pick it up, I draw an extra card, but there's a possibility I won't be able to replay it. But we're probably not leaving, we're probably trying to play a ring, so we probably can pick it up, is my assumption. Or hear me out. Hear me out. Just a thought. Instead, I could draw all 5 cards and then draw nothing. So I could like Otawara this Rabble Master and like not die. Maybe. Oh. Can I play Jewel? City of Traders, Monolith. I have exactly enough to play Jewel. Is that actually good here? I guess I have a key. So probably is fine. I have 6. Key is 7. I don't know. Like, do I think I'm gonna die? Probably, right? We can Seagate. I'm considering Seagating. Do you just like always play out Basalt because it's free and you can transmute it later? I feel like that's, well, I don't play it out if I'm trying to Seagate, I guess. So the question is, I have 7 mana. Do I cast Seagate Restoration, giving myself no mana but a full hand, hoping to win? Or do I cast Coveted Jewel, giving myself 3 cards and 3 mana and 4 mana? I should just cast Coveted Jewel, I think. I think it's just better. If I'm casting Coveted Jewel, is it better to play out Basalt Monolith? Probably doesn't matter. Oh, I guess like PO things. This should just be Jewel, I think. Transmute. Okay. This is just transmute for a new Jewel. +1 mana. Chrome is +1 mana. Grim Monolith is +1 mana at some point. Wait a second. If I get Paradox Engine, I can cast Can I cast Seagate? I might be able to cast Seagate if I cast Paradox Engine here. Okay, I think I can cast Seagate if I do Engine instead. So if I sacrifice this Jewel and I get a Paradox Engine, and then I cast Chrome Mox, untap all. Okay, I don't even need to put anything underneath this Chrome Mox. Because right now I have untap this. Cast Seagate. Alright, this should just win then. Then I just get an Emrakul and kill them. Alright. We finally won a game. He says having won many games. Alright, we did it. Okay, I definitely... Yeah, Paradox Engine's the shit, huh? Alright, so Mono Red Goblins. Mono Red Goblins. Hydroblast. Hydroblast looks good. I gotta go look at a Goblins list. Hold on. This is vintage. Bonds? Why? Blood Moon and Null They're bringing in Blood Rune and 1 Null We don't need Bonds. We can just play Forces. Doesn't seem correct. It feels like it's Hydroblast, Chain of Vapor. I feel like, is Wormcoil actually good enough to beat their deck? I kind of feel like it isn't, right? Mindbreak Trap, Trash Master, Blood Moon, Null Chalice? Chalice. Ugh. I think this is a Masticore matchup, probably. So this is another matchup where I like cut PO and Chrome Box, and I bring in Hydroblast, Chain of Vapor, Masticore. Masticore's too slow. Okay. So just Hydroblast and Chain, and then Bangarang. You bring in Dismember. Why? They're not even lacking anymore. Just to dismember the name sticker goblin? Is that enough? Okay. Okay. I dig it. I dig it. I'm okay with that. One PO, one Chrome Mox. You can't stop me. Submit. I don't think Force is important in this matchup because, like, they're a Cavern of Souls deck. Like, yeah, they have some number of Blood Moons and Null Rods and Chalices, but... the classic Lorien revealed is not a land hand. It's, like, kind of pretty close to keepable, though. How many lands are in our deck? We have 16... We have 17 lands. We need to draw land in 2 turns. We can also draw another petal. Not really. This is probably not good enough. I think it's just not enough. This hand just does nothing, right? This hand just doesn't do anything. Okay, I guess we go to 5. I think this hand's worse. I think the 6-card hand was worse than the 7-card hand. It's just an all-in hand. Hope nothing bad happens to me. Blood Moon. Oh, Ringleader. So we're really looking for like an Ancient Tomb. Key. I think I'm gonna hold off on casting Monolith. It's like a pretty decent chance I can draw a colorless where it's really hard for me to draw a blue, right? Sure. I mean, these things don't do anything to me. I take some damage, but I'm not dead. I'm pretty close to dead now, but I'm not dead. Yeah, but I can draw a ring. I got options. Island. That's probably not good enough, right? Because if I go Monolith, 3 mana... I mean, I can get to Jewel, right? But I can't get a ring trigger off of this. Can I get the Jewel? Guess we'll find out. I have just enough to Jewel. All right, Jewel with no mana floating, no land drop to give is like not it. But I'm dead on board. I could play a Metamorph and copy Broadside Bombers, attack and throw it at... That's just not going to work, right? I could get a Might Stone and kill Rabble Master. They hit me for 3 and throw... It's like not very good either. I'm just gonna get a Jewel and try to hit like Mox plus Ring. I guess that would just let them steal the Jewel anyways. All right. I'm not sure what I have to hit there to play Magic. Probably had to hit on my first draw. Try again. I feel like this game should be a lot easier. Like, I should be cut Mightstone, please. Okay. Add repeal. How am I gonna have enough mana to repeal? Oh, Chalice. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. This hand doesn't do anything. Again. I feel like these matchups should be like, oh, I play turn one ring, my opponent gets fogged as I play a ring every turn and win. But I just have had like no turn one ring hands. Like, what is it? These hands don't do anything. Like, would you like bottom force, keep chain their first play city, play basalt, and then try to draw into action? Or how often can my hand produce like turn one ring? Not very often, maybe. Okay, good. At least I'm on the right page. At least I'm on the same page as Tony here, where I'm like, I'm doing the thing that I think you're supposed to be doing, which is mulligan. Mulligan to 5. This hand doesn't have, I mean, I can go bottom, pedal, saga. I mean, this doesn't do it. Bottom saga, bottom pedal, get an island, cast a basalt. It's like, it isn't a turn one ring deck. It's kind of disappointing, I think. Wait, what's your game plan here? Are you like bottoming ring and like playing Saga Gaming, or like playing bottom like Monolith Jewel, go Saga, go get an island, make a construct, make a construct? Is that the best line from here? That's like never going to work, right? Ignore Lorien in a pedal and go turn 2 Monolith, turn 3 ring. All right, we'll try it. We could just play Monolith now instead of using our pedal, right? Grim Monolith instead. Didn't get Blood Mooned. Oh, maybe. We'll see. Made 5 mana. Oh, you want me to play them both? Didn't I? I think I cut a bunch of POs. I cut like most of my POs. They got a Trash Master. Oh, but they didn't play the Trash Master. Okay. Oh, we have to like combo off here, right? Just have to hope it gets us there, but I can't play zeros. So I get a key, I assume. Don't have to use the key yet. In case I draw like a ring or something. I guess I should play around. I mean, playing around my Maverick trap seems stupid. I only have one PO in my deck. I should play like at least one Basalt Monolith first. So I just get Trash Mastered and I die and I lose my Coveted Jewel. Okay. All right, here we go. 5th and final round of our Jewel League. I mean, this is our best hand yet. This has got to be our best hand yet. I'm ready to turn it around. I'm ready. Wait, I had a turn 1 ring? How did I have a turn 1 ring? What did I miss? Oh, play Monolith as Monolith? I didn't even think about it. My bad. And now I'm playing bad. I don't think I am putting the Basalt Monoliths into my brainwaves. Okay, I definitely did not see like play Monolith for an artifact, as I don't know why, but I definitely didn't see it, so my bad. Don't think it's gonna matter very much, but it definitely wasn't right. All right, Mox goes up, Mox comes down. You can't explain that. Pew, 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 pew. How much mana is this? Three, five. So I can play a Jewel. Am I supposed to play a Jewel? Oh, you want me to bounce ring? I was thinking we were gonna brick, and I wanted to leave the ring in play. Like, isn't it better to just like play a Saga and a Monolith or something and pass than playing a Jewel? feel like every time I play a Jewel, I die. All right, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I don't have to. I am gonna draw a Jewel and have 5 mana afterwards. All right, well, I'm down to game. We can game. If we want to game, we can game. I'm down. Should I keep the Opal and just play a city instead? So I can have a blue for like a PO or something. Well, I have a Jewel, so I like don't need a blue. But like I don't have a land drop. But I could have like a Paradox Engine or something. I don't know. It's weird because like when I play this deck in Vintage, I'm holding my land drop so I can play Academy like all the time. Oh, we drew PO. All right, well, this game is over, right? Is it better for me to just key a ring, or should I just like make mana with this key? Like, make mana with this key. Have to bounce everything anyways. I guess I'll just pick up the stupid ring. All right, we have a Paradox Engine, so we just need to have enough mana now. Can put one under this time. Hey, I think the deck finally did the thing, chat. I think we finally got there. Woo! Let's go. I did the thing finally. What if my Emrakul is my last card? I can just like loop I can loop Emrakul with Phyrexian Metamorph. So I guess that solves the problem, right? I'll just go to my next turn. Play it and copy it with Metamorph and Legend Rule it into your deck. Yeah, yeah. Sweet. Pick up Emmy with PO and play it again. That would be pretty fun. It does have protection from spells that are one or more colors, though. All right, we're playing against green creatures deck. Dismember, I assume. Ooh, Otawara is opponents, right? Oh, it's not. Weird. Isn't like Boseiju templated opponents? I feel like Boseiju is templated opponents. Maybe they didn't want you to like loop Boseijus and get all your lands out or something. I don't know. One of them is templated opponents, isn't it? Wrong Boseiju. Should be the one who endures. Yeah, Boseiju is templated opponents only. I kind of expected Otawara to be templated opponents only as well, but so I'm a little surprised it's not. All right, so dismember and repeal and chain, I assume, because they like have all like creatures that are stupid. Argentum Massacre, I assume. All right, so what are we cutting? I guess I really just don't understand how you cut cards in this deck. It's just Boseiju, you can't hit your own stuff. Force of Will, that'd be fun. Can we cut Force of Will, Tony? I'd love to do that. I feel like I don't know, like cutting a bunch of removal to cut to like take Force of Will out is like just changing the card. I guess you don't have to pitch a blue card or something. Cut cards that are bad versus Force of Vigor. So Chrome Mox and Mox Opal. Assault Monolith. Key. Down. Wait, that's too many. Oh. Okay. All right, something like this is probably fine. I guess like leaving in one Chrome Mox is kind of good, right? Because of Saga. Oh, I'm so close. This has got to be a keep, right? It's got to be a keep. This one looks reasonable. Sick Moda 6. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of value in leaving one of each like Chrome Petal and Opal so that you can get them off of Saga. I'm gonna keep this. We found a keepable 6. Let's go. I think something in my brain just like revolts when I see the card Coveted Jewel in my deck. It just like stops functioning, produces hateful chemicals, and stops working. Because I could have played this league better. I don't know if like me playing this league better results in any more wins, but I definitely could have played better. I do feel like I wasn't given the deck wasn't giving me the opportunity to showcase its power. Felt like we did a lot of mulliganing to a lot of hands that didn't do a lot of things, but I also was like not sideboarding super well probably, so. My opponent has mulligan to 4, by the way, because they're looking for a collector roof or something. Our hand's quite good against opponent mulligan to 4. Yeah, I guess that's true. Like some of the matchups were challenging. All right, opponent kept a 4-card hand, chat. Verdant Catacombs, go. Hopefully we don't get wastelanded. Just kidding. I got it covered. So is there a downside to playing things out? Like, I guess Vigor, Mindbreak Trap, etc. So I feel like I should play out. I mean, I feel like I should just play them out now. But like if they Vigor, I just counter it, right? And that's fine. Or I could just like let it go, not counter it at all, and just play a ring on the next turn. So, though they don't play Mindbreak Trap, interesting. Wasteland, got him. Glad I drew this Ancient Tomb. What is this? White? What is white? Prismatic ending? Oh, no one told me prismatic ending. Ah. Oh, deafening silence. I feel like I should force that. I mean, Yeah, I feel like I should just force it. I feel like we're supposed to play Ancient Tomb to give myself the... Oh, I'm dumb. I have the stupid pedal. I should not have played Ancient Tomb. I should have played Island, because I can get Wastelanded now. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. I just forgot that pedal made mana. I saw Opal not making mana, and I forgot about the pedal. All right. Well, we're just ring-a-ding-ding. I could have played City to save my pedal to keep the Opal turned on, but I don't think that matters, and I kind of want to have a land next turn. I'm not sure. I mean, if they find an oof, land Green Sun Zenith is like pretty good, right? Should I have not countered the Deafening Silence? Was that wrong? Was it wrong to counter Deafening Silence? Transmute Artifact. That'd be pretty good if I had blue mana. Could like transmute into an Argentum Masticore. New ring takes 2, but I stop taking 1 every turn. Probably fine. Not sure this is worth it, but I guess it takes 0 because it fogs them. Maybe this was not worth it. Rather just have the ring that has a counter for post kill the oof. Bajuka Bog. We have outs. Masticore, blue sources. Oh, they are playing depths. Do we need to bring in repeal? Oh, I already brought in repeal. Never mind. We're running out of life to use our Ancient Tomb, though. So... if I jewel into a Dismember... I did not sideboard in Wormcoil. What? No. I didn't feel like it was necessary. They're like a Path to Exile deck, right? Like, oh, I'm not gonna have enough life. True. I guess I can't do it then. Oh, I'm just dead. Sag. I guess I have 5 mana still. I could draw nothing. Repeal? Repeal? Oh, we gaming! Oh, we're gaming! Pew! I assume... just start with a jewel. I assume we don't... I mean, the ring... trying to think if like there's a world where we don't want to draw the card with the ring. Don't think so. So this just is transmute for engine. And then win? Unless they have a vigor, I guess. I should, like, I don't need to pick up, like, multiple things, right? I can just pick up, like, used to. So I get a ring for every single one. Oh, I guess I could have cast Lorien. Yeah, I guess that would have been fine, too. I should have made mana. Whatever. I don't think the things I do matter too much anymore. I just have to make sure I pick up the ring before my next turn. Should I just, like... pass? Or do I need to draw more cards in my deck? I don't know. It probably doesn't matter. I think, like, all of these things just win the game. They have a thing. Oh. Okay, I think we did it. Yay! Ah! Charge! Okay, that was fun. That was fun. We had a good time. If all the rounds were like that, don't you think we would have had just such a nice time together? Oh, GG's. It was fun. It was all right. Okay, so thoughts. Oh, yeah, I have thoughts. This is just not my kind of deck, it feels weird, right? I'm known for playing PO. I'm known for playing combo. This is just not it for me. I look at my opening hand and I internally cringe inside. And I get it. It's fun for other people. I get why it's fun. Playing a turn one ring is a powerful thing and does produce good brain chemicals. But every time I opened a hand and I was like, My God, I can't do anything with this hand. Mulligan. Mulligan into a worse hand. All right, I guess I'm going to go to 5. Mulligan into a worse hand, and I was just like, what am I doing with my life? We also had multiple coveted jewels that we cast, and they like, didn't win the game, which I don't like very much. I don't know like how you fix that. Maybe the answer is like more metamorphs or something. But like there's not that much space in the deck, and you have to get a lot of mana to play your jewels, so it's tough. It's tough. No workshop makes this and no Moxen, no Lotus. It's tough. I wouldn't say that I understand the deck well enough to make changes that I think would help. But I do think that from the games we played, we identified that it was hard for me to get us to the place where we needed to go. And the One Ring was obviously very good at every point. So the ring was fine, but like, is this deck better than like the other Tony blue PO deck? I kind of think no. Like, I don't think you're actually adding in anything very powerful. What was the other blue Tony deck that we played, the PO deck? I think I like that deck better. I feel like the deck was more consistent than this deck. And like Paradox Engine and the Ring were still super strong in that deck, but I just didn't have a bunch of like 6 mana artifacts that kind of win the game / lose the game / don't really work, right? Even more than that, like, are the blue spells better than playing like the Mystic Forge Karn deck? Maybe. I am a big fan of like trying to make Force of Will work in these decks, so there's a lot of upside there. And the idea of being able to find a basic island with Lorien revealed is very, very nice. But I think if I had to, I would like prefer to play like an 8 cast over this deck even. Maybe I'm just like becoming less of a combo player and more into attacking for lethal. I'm not sure. But it was fun. That last match was, I think, a really nice, got to do my thing at the expense of my opponent's poor Maverick cards. Wait, was that you, Dogs? I didn't realize that. GG's. Yeah. We got like, our opponent did to us what we did there, where we like played against the Karn matchup in 1 round, and then we played against Doomsday where they like turned 2 Doomsday with double force backup. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think that this would be the deck that I would try to play, but the mono blue PO deck was, I think, a little bit more up my alley than this one. So thank you, of course, to Tony for the donation deck list. I think there's one more Tony deck in the ability to be queued up. So maybe another foray into Legacy in the future. Probably later this month then. But yeah, thanks for Tony for supporting the stream and getting me to play something outside of my typical vintage comfort box. I'm just making up 2-word combinations tonight. More vintage videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I will see you then.